Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys can see, I created this really dark, intense, berry smoky eye. I love fall, and I feel like this look is perfect for fall. By all means, you don't have to do this only because it's fall. You can wear this anywhere you go. I feel like this look is absolutely stunning, and I did do this look about a week or two ago, but I didn't record it. But I loved it so much, so I was like, I need to get on here and I need to record it for you guys because I just absolutely love it. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this look right here, then just feel free and keep on watching. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to create this really dark kind of berry color smoky eye. So to start off, I did already went ahead and I primed my eye. And I'm going to take the ColourPop and I Love Sarai collaboration, and this is the shade Saucy. And my first transition shade that I'm going to go in with is, I believe it's this. I just switched them up, but it's this kind of lilac purple color right here. So that's the first shade that I'm going to go in with. And I'm going to take that on my Morphe M513 brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of this product, and then I'm going to start to focus that into the crease. As you can see, I'm just putting the brush into the crease and then just using back and forth swiping motion. And then for smoky eyes, I just really make sure that I get it into the outer portion and the inner portion of my eye. And then once I get towards the outer part of my eye, I just do circular motion just to go ahead and blend it out onto the bottom lash line. And now that I have that color kind of deposited into the crease, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go ahead and just slightly bring it up, just because when I do smoky eyes, I like bringing the darker colors up a little more, so that way when my eyes are open, you're still able to see all the colors and not only the transition shade. And with this color, so that I'm going to be going in a couple times with this transition shade, it's going to give it the illusion. You can kind of see right here, it's kind of giving it the illusion that I added another color, but I didn't, just because that happens, just because you're adding and adding and adding that same color on top of each other, so it's kind of getting darker and darker and darker. So that's the cool thing about using transition shades, is you don't have to only use one, but you could use only one and you guys are able still to get the illusion of there being another color in your crease, when in reality it's only one shade. I think when you do smoky eyes, the biggest thing is blending out all the shadows. So once I put this shadow down, I'm going to make sure I really blend this shadow out before even going in with the next one, because that's going to make me know that, okay, I blended this color out, and now I'm ready to move on to the next one. And then when I apply that one, I'm going to blend it out as much as I can and then move on to the darker shades, because if you don't blend this shade out and then you go in and you blend in another color, it's going to be hard to blend out that first color that you put in, since there's already another color on top. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Morphe M210 brush. It's just like a flat shader brush like this. And I'm going in with the Morphe 35R palette. I had to switch it up. I'm going to go in with this white shade right here. It's like a tan color, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. And I put it on the top of my arch first. Not the top of my arch, like where it starts to kind of arch, and then I just bring it to the sides, and then I just kind of feather it down. And then I'm going back in with that Morphe M513. I just blend that out just so it can be nice and smooth, just like that. And now to deepen up the crease more, I want more of like of a cranberry color, as you can see on this one. So going in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to take this shade right here. Yes, I only used one shade from this palette. And I'm going to go in with the Eco Tools Blend and Smudge brush. It looks like this, but I'm going to take this side right here. So taking a little bit of that product, and then I'm going to just focus that into the crease again, like I did with the first transition color. I first just deposit it into the crease, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend it out. So again, just doing windshield wiper motions. I get to the outer part, I just do circular motions. And now that I have a little bit of that color deposited, now I can go ahead and start to bring it up just a little again. When you go in with the second darkest color, you want to avoid bringing it up past the transition shade, because that transition shade is kind of like the main thing that you want to be above your crease. If you put the darker shade above your crease, it's going to look a little bit weird, and I think that's where I, used to mess up a lot when I would do my smoky eyes. I would kind of just bring them up a little bit too high. So just going back in again and then making sure I'm getting it into the inner corner. And it's okay if you get it onto the lid, because we are going to go in with another color. Another thing that I like doing too is using a lot of shades when I do smoky eyes, so that way I know, and it's going to be like guaranteed, that's going to be nice and blended out. Of course, that doesn't mean that you have to stop like blending when you think you're done. You just want to keep blending even though you think you're done. But the reason why I say that I like using more shades is because if I were to only use the first shade and then the darkest shade that I'm going to go in with, it might be a little bit more difficult, and it's going to take more time to blend it out. Whether if you like how I'm doing in this look, I'm using the transition shade, I'm going in with the color that I have now, and then I'm going in with the darkest shade. That middle shade is going to kind of balance it out. It's going to make it easier for me to blend it out, because it's a color that's in between. So it's not going to be so harsh, and it's not going to be so difficult for me to blend out. And on this outer portion of my eye, it may look like it's not blended out, but I have it on this eye too. I have 2 scars on the ends of my eyes, and I'm pretty sure I've explained it before. It is really, really hard for me to get shadow to stay on this outer portion of my eye, or for me to kind of put it over, and sometimes it doesn't look like I didn't blend it out, but I did, I swear. Just going back in with the Color Pop palette, I'm going to take the darkest purple, and then this is the shade Heavy Glam. It's like a really dark, rich purple. And I'm going to use a flat synthetic brush actually to apply this, and this is a B Bella brush. It just looks like that. And you want to be careful with this, because I just swiped it 3 times into the palette, and look how pigmented that is. So you just want to be careful when you apply the darkest shade. You want to start off with a little bit and blend it out, and then you can always go back in and build it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm just applying that shade to the lid, just like that, and I'm going to apply it to the crease just a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of blend it up. And then what I did was I took the Morphe M519 brush, and I mixed that dark purple and the kind of burgundy shade that I went in with, the second color. I mixed those together, and I'm just going to take that into the crease, and then just again do windshield wiper motions back and forth, back and forth. And this is going to really help blend that out, since I'm taking the 2 colors that I use, like the 2 main colors, and it's going to really help to blend it out and give it more of a nice seamless smoky eye. So then what I did then was I took this NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker in Carbon Black. It's just like an eyeliner. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make a thin line going across my lash line. And I do need a mirror for this, because, so I do it just as close as to my lash line as possible. So pretty much just like that. And the reason why I like doing this, even though you probably can't tell, is just when I go in with my lashes, it's gonna just kind of blend a lot better, and it's not gonna look so separated. So now for lashes, I'm gonna go in with these Kiss lashes, and these are in the kind I guess you could say, Daisy, in the style Daisy. There you go. And then I'm gonna take this pointed brush by Amor US. It's a pro makeup blending, it just looks like that. And then going in with the, actually I lied, I'm going in with more than one from the Jack Russell palette. I'm going to go in with these 2 shades right here as my inner corner highlight. I didn't apply too much, but you know. And now to start off with my face, I'm taking my Pond's moisturizer. I'm almost out of this, so I want to try something else. So I have normal skin. I don't really have dry and I don't really have oily skin. But I want to try a different moisturizer just because I feel like I need a moisturizer that's actually made for makeup, you know? Because obviously this is a moisturizer, but this is more, it's not, I guess, more makeup related. So I just want to try a moisturizer that's more for like makeup. So if you guys know of any good moisturizers for like normal skin, feel free to let your girl know because I want to try something else. And it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I love this primer. This one's oil free, so obviously it doesn't have any oil. But it's weird because I feel like when I apply this to my face, it gives me, not that it gives me more of a dewy finish, but I feel like it doesn't dry matte. So now for foundation, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade 107. So going back, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey. I found this one, so I was like, I have to use it again. And then going in with the tip of my beauty blender. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I used this side of my beauty blender, and now I'm going to use this side. Now for bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Huda Benefit bronzer. And now I'm going to take this angled brush. Like I said in one of my videos, I'm not sure what this brush is called, but I'm going to take some of that. And after I have that, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution highlighter and taking that on my Morphe M510. And this is in the shade Golden Lights. I feel like I never say which shade it is, but it's in the shade Golden Lights. So now what I did for the lower lash line is I took this Bare Minerals Round the Clock Midnight Intense Gel Cream Glide Liner. And sorry if there's going to be noise in the background, it's my dog, and I let her out of the kennel. And then taking this Morphe M222 brush, I'm going to take the dark shade from the ColourPop and I Love Saturday palette, and I'm going to focus this one closest to my lower lash line. And I am going to bring it down just a little bit because I do want it to be more smoked out. And then I'm going to take this Beat Bella RG215 brush, and I'm going to go into the Jasmine Hill palette. I'm going to get that burgundy shade, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of that lilac color, which we use as the transition. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to sweep that underneath. And then for lips, I'm going to take the ColourPop Arrasada E Lippy Pencil in the shade Mamacita, and it's just this really dark, intense blue. And then now for lips, I'm going to take this ColourPop Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade LAX. I haven't used these in forever. This is like a whole ColourPop video. So that pretty much concludes this entire video. I really hope you guys like this look. I really enjoyed creating this. Like I said, I love fall, so I feel like this was perfect for fall. So yeah, anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. And that is pretty much it for this entire video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it.